Hey everyone, Mr. Comics 89 here. Welcome to my top 50 comics of 2019. It's been a heck of a year. It's been a heck of a year. Lots of ups and downs and lots of cool books. So these are the books I stuck in my head over the years over the year, should I say, that stuck in my head and just meant a little bit more to me. I mean, some are valuable, and worth quite a bit, or whatever, and others are just comic book covers I really like. So that's all it took for it to get into the top 50. Didn't have to be a Fantastic Four #1, or likewise. It didn't have to all be books like that. Must sought after keys to make the top 50. I might make a top 50 list of keys or a top key list of 2019, but these are the books here that meant the most to me for one reason or another. So I hope you enjoy these two videos, because I'm going to split the list between so that way I won't be doing this quite as long. And I hope you enjoy. This is my top 50 comics of 2019. So here we go. First off, before we begin, I would like to show these books here. Let's see if I can do this right. These are the honorable mentions. There we go. They are Amazing Spider-Man #1, CGC 1.0, Amazing Spider-Man 300, 7.5 CGC, signed by Todd McFarlane. These two books I had in my collection this year, but for financial reasons I needed to sell them, so sad to see them go, but so that's why they didn't make the top 50 list, is because I no longer have them in my possession, so that's why I decided to leave them out. They had to be in my possession still to make the list. I mean, that's just my reasoning. It might seem dumb to you, but that's what makes sense to me. And last is Marvel Spotlight Ghost Rider #6, which I got from Chris and We Love Comics, so really enjoy this book. Alright, so here we go. Starting with number 50, counting down. So on number 50, we have Fantastic Four #1, 9.8 CGC. This is a facsimile cover. Obviously, I couldn't afford a real Fantastic Four #1 just yet, but because I'm really into Fantastic Four and really dig it and all that, I had to have the facsimile when it came out, or I had to have the facsimile. And since it's new, you can get the comic book you want at the grade you want. So I got it for 9.8 CGC just because I like the look of it on the wall. Number 49 is Amazing Fantasy 15 facsimile, CGC 9.8. I love Spider-Man. He is my favorite superhero. It's my favorite thing to collect. In fact, I'm trying to collect Amazing Spider-Man 1 through current. So I had to have the facsimile when it came out, and I had to have it in 9.8. So had to have this book here, and I am really happy to have it. Alright, number 48, Amazing Spider-Man 298. This I also got from We Love Comics mystery box. I think it's about a 7.5 on the grading scale. Looks nice. I really dig this part of the story Spider-Man's story arc. Number 47, we have Amazing Spider-Man 299. I think this one falls into an 8.5. Venom is a very interesting character, and I love, and so he makes his cameo here. So, but yeah, I just like Venom a lot. It's very interesting. He has a very interesting story arc. So, number 46. Silver Surfer #4. This one has an interesting story behind it. I wanted the book, but I also wanted them cheaply enough so they didn't spend too much. So I was able to get Spider-Man, Silver Surfer number 1 and number 4 here, both coverless for $100. But because I didn't want to display it coverless, I bought facsimile reprint covers, replica covers to put over it, so that way it could look this good, And like I said, that's all that is important to me. One of these days here, I'll get a real one, with the cover still on it, intact and all that, graded and all that. But for now, this is good enough. Number 45, Eternals number 1 in an 8.0 PGX. I will admit this book was not on my radar at all until the talk about it from other channels like We Love Comics and all that, and learning more about them and Marvel's stuff. And so I decided I wanted a few Eternal book keys, one of which was number 1, which is actually right here if I don't have the picture still up. But yeah, so I was looking at prices, and I found that I could get a 8.0 PGX for like $40 less than for the same grade in a CGC. So I was happy with that. It wasn't a must-have. It was a book for the PC, so it didn't matter to me that it was CGC. So number 44, Green Lantern. Number 48. I really dig the Emerald Knight storyline here. This is really, really cool. It's very interesting what they did with the Green Lantern here and all that. So it was, punished for making Green Ghost family members, which is just weird. Honestly, guys, stop being so. These Guardians are really ridiculous to the rules sometimes. But my favorite cover of the two is number 43, Green Lantern number 49. I just love the solid green on green, different shades. Just it's like reminds me of the Emerald City in Wizard of Oz. Off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Green. Just love that green and all the rings and the creepy look and the creepy demented look. It's just something about it. Just like, love this book. Number 42 is Fantastic Four number 67. First cameo appearance of him becomes Adam Warlock. I thought this one was in a VG, a 4.0. It has a few things wrong with it, so. Oh, the other two Green Lanterns are near mint, I thought, so. But this Fantastic Four, I dig the hit on Adam Warlock, character and all that. He's interesting and all that. I have a few of his keys here, and I think he's gonna make an appearance soon in a movie. So that's what I think. So I started getting a few of the keys of him. So what I thought were important, at least. All right, number 41 is Amazing Spider-Man number 16. I thought this was a 1.0 fair condition. This is the I think first time Daredevil appears in Spider-Man's book, and he's still wearing the yellow uniform, which is the red one's cooler and all that because he looks more like a devil, but the yellow one looks cool too. It's real classic looking, so I like it. I like it a lot. So got this one for $80. One piece missing out of it on the cover, or no, 2 pieces missing out of the cover. But I'm not going for high grades on a lot of books. If I can get them cheaply, yes, I'll get higher grades. But I'm a firm believer in low grades better than no grade, and this is a perfect example, along with my Fantastic Four, that I'm happy with just having them. So, number 40. Amazing Spider-Man 194. This is a first Black Cat. This is a about a 2.5. I think a good plus. I got this. Again, this is a book I got from We Love Comics mystery box that he was selling. You know, his Silver Age package. In fact, I did a video of every time I did one of his mystery boxes. So, but as you can see, the only real problem with this is that black faded look all throughout it. You know, it looks like color black faded and all that. You know, not the prettiest, you know, the way the black looks. But then again, this is one of the books that always manages through my fingers, and I'm happy just to have it in my collection, and that I got it from him. So I know I got a good deal on my books. So from him. All right, number 39, Amazing Spider-Man 316, first cover appearance of Venom in his third appearance in story. Hey, shut up. My dog's in here. But yeah, I really like I said, really like Venom. This is one of his keys, and so just really dig the cover. And one of those that one of those covers that stick in my mind. So again, like I said, it's not the must-have books on my list, but it's one of those covers that just always stuck in my mind, and so I finally tracked it down one of the times. So I definitely like it. Number 38, Amazing Spider-Man 61 in a 4.0 VG. First cover appearance of Gwen Stacy. I dig it a lot. I mean, I wasn't a fan of yellow covers when I started collecting. Again, it wasn't the most exciting thing, but you know, you change. People change a little bit. Watching videos by like Reggie on Reggie Collects, and he digs yellow covers and red covers and things like that that just grow. And I decided to start thinking, you know, yeah, you're right. But this was my, you know, like I said, I wanted the first cover appearance of Gwen Stacy. You know, first cover appearance of Mary Jane Watson. So this just happened to be the first one I came across, first one of the two that I've managed to get. All right, number 38. What if? Oh, no, sorry, no, that was there. You go. Number 37. What if number 10? I love this one. I found this one in a garage sale next to my house, literally right next door to my house for $1. I wanted this book. You know, since I found out about it, it was just so cool, the idea. So cool, the idea. And, you know, when it happened, I got this book, and weeks later, the whole, I forget what Comic-Con or event it was or whatever, but they introduced, you know, Jane Foster coming as Thor, you know. So, and Thor 4. So it was like, I bought this book, because this seems to be the book that is the go-after book more than the other Thor 1, you know, Jane Foster's Thor. I think that's just what people are more interested in, because it is the first time she appears as Thor. Might not have Thor's name, because she changes it for a girl whatever, you know, but because it's the power of the Thor, not necessarily the name of Thor. But this is the very first time she becomes a Thor character. So it's so cool to pick this book up for $1. I mean, it literally just super cool to get it. You know, I didn't care if it was in a 5.0 condition. You know, I didn't need a near mint plus. This book I got for $1, so no matter what I sold it for, I'd make money for it if I did sell it. All right. Number 36, Amazing Spider-Man number 10, hashtag Gibbon Gang. This book was completely off my radar again until the inside joke club that Reggie started, you know, Loving the Gibbon, so Gibbon Gang. So I got the book. You know, in fact, I have 3. This is my best condition one. It's about a 5.0. I do want a higher grade one, but I'll get to it when I get to it. So, till then, I like all 3 of mine. So, this is really cool to have. So, this is the last book Stan Lee wrote for Amazing Spider-Man. So, it's another one of those things that you have to have just for status symbol, because I have the last book that Steve Ditko did the artwork on, which is 38. So, had to have it. Glad to have it. Alright, next up, number 35. Superman versus Spider-Man. I had to have this Treasury Edition book because my two favorite characters of all time are Superman and Amazing Spider-Man. Superman growing up and Amazing Spider-Man now as an adult, because I can relate to him so much better than Superman. Because Spider-Man is literally just a guy struggling to make the right decision in life. I mean, who isn't? But this, I had to have it because it was the first time they were together. So it was the perfect book I had to have. You know, my only regret is that this book cannot be CGC'd. You know, they don't have that size CGC book for it. No. You know, the only bad thing. Sorry about that. But I just dig it. Really super cool. Alright, number 34. Amazing Spider-Man, number 39. In a good plus. This is just a classic cover that I dig really much. This is where their identities of Green Goblin and Spider-Man are revealed to each other. So just a very awesome cover. Very awesome. Alright, number 33. DC presents number 27. In a fine condition. This is the first appearance of Mongol. You know, I dig the character, you know. I like Darkseid, I like Doomsday, but I also dig Mongol. This is just a interesting guy. It's the whole world-conquering kind of thing. But just really dig it. Nice, like the cover, like Superman, like the Martian Manhunter. It's a very good book. So, I just dig it. So, I was really happy to get it. And I thought about grading it from time to time, but it's just a book I'm going to keep raw. You know? Unless by some means, like Mongol appears in a DC movie and those books spike, then I might grade it. Alright, number 32, Amazing Spider-Man number 40. I do not have this book currently in my collection because it's off to be CGC'd, so the best grade I have for this one is, again, a 2.5, good plus. It has conditions and all that, so it has things wrong with it, it's worn. But I got this book for about $4 and change on eBay because of eBay bucks and asking a seller for a deal and getting, I think, almost 40% off, you know, at the time. Or about, I'm not sure how much I got really off, to be honest, now. But again, I paid almost $4 and change on it, so even in this condition, this book was a steal for that for me. So I was glad to have it. Plus, I just like the look of this. Spider-Man standing over the Green Goblin. You know, you expect him to die, Green Goblin to die in this book, just from how angry Spider-Man looks and with the mask on. Alright, number 31, Amazing Spider-Man number 28, about 2.0. This is the first appearance of Multiman. This is on here because I've wanted this book too for a while. I have the second appearance of Multiman I got in a mystery box from We Love Comics, but this was hard to find one that was in good enough condition with that black cover and being a cheap enough grade. So it was just really hard to find that in the grade I wanted and the look I wanted. I finally found this one where it's worn here. And the most wear is here along the spine with the white, but otherwise the rest of the book is a good black. So I finally found it for a book price I liked. So, alright, number 30, Amazing Spider-Man 31, 5.5 CGC. First appearance of Gwen Stacy and Harry Osborn in the book. Not my favorite cover, honestly. It's that Spider-Man logo in the center. It's that undefined look around him. Everything else looks clear, but because there's no outline around Spider-Man's face, it looks blurry and undefined, and it just bugs me. But it's still a good cover. And it's still a good cover mostly, and I do like it. Like I said, Gwen Stacy being one of Peter Parker's girls, I had to have her first appearance in a book. So this is actually one of the first Amazing Spider-Man keys that I bought in CGC. You know, I bought it along with another book that I'll be showing in a bit that I was really happy to have. So I'm glad to have it. So number 29, Thor, number 165. This is the first full appearance of him, who becomes Adam Warlock. I thought it was a 5.5. You know, again, a really cool appearance. I like it. I like Thor on here, and I like just really cool. It has a few things wrong with it. Almost, wears, creases, being the black cover again. It is. It's hard to get books on high grades when they're black. It just is what it is. So, but my favorite book of the Thor books here is on this list is Thor 165 at number 28. No, sorry, Thor number 166 here. Second full appearance of him, Adam Warlock, and about a 6.5. I just love Kirby's artwork in here. It's just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. It is just the detail, the 3D look. Literally looks like the Rock and the Fist are coming at you. It's just literally looks so 3D. I think this is Kirby in his absolute best, to be honest. This is the king to me. So love him, love him, love him. Alright, number 27, Amazing Spider-Man number 100. About a 3.0. This one's currently at CGC also. I just love this look with the character faces of the many different people in Spider-Man crawling down it. And this is a book I got recently for a good price, I dig it a lot, like it a lot. Really happy. In fact, I've considered getting an Amazing Spider-Man tattoo of Spider-Man looking like this. I mean, I prefer to have Spider-Man in a frontal facing point of view, but this posture, this position is cool. So, haven't completely ruled it out yet. Of course, I haven't gotten a tattoo yet because I'm getting Spider-Man because I'm getting Spider-Man comics, but that's a different issue. Alright, and the last one on the list for this video, number 26, is Thor number 337 in an 8.0 CGC. The first full appearance of Beta Ray Bill holding the hammer Mjolnir. So, really cool book. And you might be able to see on this picture here, there's a tiny bit of a golden color on top of Beta Ray Bill's right book, you looking at it. And it was cleaned off by my LCS when it was cleaned and pressed. And she did a brilliant job at it. She did a brilliant job. And I definitely think I wouldn't have gotten as high of a grade if she didn't clean it up. It's still there a little bit, but it is what it is. It's a beautiful cover, and I lost this one out on auction once or twice before I finally got it for like $40. So I'm really happy for this book. Alright, that's it for my on my top 50 books. On my top 50 books, this is part 1. It is, books 50 through 26. So, like I said, this is already at 23 minutes right now that I'm recording. And I didn't want to stretch it for too long and create an hour-long video because people might get bored with that. So I decided to split it up between the two. So I really hope you guys enjoy this part 1 here and that you come back for part 2. So, this is Mr. Comics signing off. Happy collecting, everyone.